Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today I'm going to show you how to make this sunken swim up pool bar that is fully functional, and I'll also show you how to do the roofing section as well. I had a few questions when I made the short, and it's just a lot easier to show you an in-depth tutorial. So you can create this in many different shapes, but I'm just going to show you this shape, but you can do it in any shape you'd like. I just really like this little sunken in area. So I'm going to create the back part of the pool, which is this part here, and you can just adjust it for size if it's not quite correct when you get to that point. So don't worry about that. Just make sure you have the bar in the correct place. So now we've got that portion of the pool laid down, we want to go ahead and I'm just using the flat square. This is just going to be the platform area. Doing some slight adjustments. So make sure this square is one tile away from the pool, and all we're going to do is lower the platform. So make sure you're not using this arrow here, because this arrow is for foundations, whereas these arrows here are for the platform. This will only work if you have the normal Sims game and not the Legacy. I know Sims were getting rid of the Legacy game, but if you don't have the internet, then you might still have the Legacy version. So I'm just going to lower this 3 times. And then we're going to go ahead and grab a bar, and I'm going to show you this can be done with any single bar in the game. So I'm going to use a base game one, just so you know you can do this base game. So before we go ahead and put this in the pool, what we need to do is add the chairs. This has to be done before we go ahead and put it in the pool, otherwise they won't snap. So just grab whichever chairs that you want, and all we're going to do is snap them to the bar and then put the bar in this area and just drag it out here. It should just drag through like that. And make sure you drag it far enough, because if you place it here it's not fully functional. You have to have it sticking out so the bar is coming through the pool a little bit. So now you can go ahead and get rid of this section, you don't need it, but we are going to create a basement. So I'm going to use the basement tool, which is the 5th one along in the wall section, and we're just going to create a basement right here. So it fully fits in the bar area and a little bit extended out. That's just going to be the area where your sim can stand in there. And what I like to do is create a little section off that, which is going to be the stairs section. So to get rid of the ceiling, you're going to go ahead and click on this, and then you will have this yellow outline. Click on the yellow outline and you can click remove ceiling. Now what I can do is just drag this section, because I had that smaller section there. Now to get this floor back up to the right height, we're going to use platforms again. So just click this until it reaches the base of the bar. Loading. Oh, that's correct, yeah. And currently this side is the only side that's functional. Like, your sim will be able to go swim up to there and sit here. So we need to make this side functional, and all you do for that is grab the exact same bar and we're just gonna overlap it so it sits just in front of it like this. And some bars will have a slight bit of glitching, so do be careful of that. You can see there's a tiny bit of glitching here, but it's not anything to worry me, and I can cover that easily. Also, I know there's a bottle sticking out here. You can stick a plant there and cover it up and it'll be totally fine. So now we can go ahead and add the stairs. Like I said, I'm doing this base game, so I'm just going to pop some base game stairs. You do have to have this section here, because if you look, it doesn't let you place it like this. So that's why I created it this shape, coming out a little bit more. So now your sim can get down here to the bar, and your sim can drink here. The only problem is when your sim makes a drink, they will make it on this bar, and this one won't be able to reach across. So you will have to manually drag it onto here, or your sim would have to get out, go get the drink, and then come back in. I know that's super annoying. I can't find a way out for it to not be like that, and nobody else seems to have. I've looked around, so apologies for that. Now I want the pool going all the way around this, so you can just click on the pool area and you should just be able to drag this around the section you've done there. So I'm going to show you how to roof this as well, because I did have a couple of questions on how to roof a section that doesn't have walls. You could go ahead and just place walls in here and then place the roof on, but sometimes that can mess up the items that are in there and delete them. So this is the reason we are doing it this way. I'm going to go ahead and place my columns in, and if you hold shift, apologies, I don't know what it is on console, it will keep hold of that column so you don't have to reselect it each time. So now to create the roof, just grab a wall and make a room just next to where you've built. Then go to the roof section and create a roof. Make sure it's sort of turned the correct way, just because it's easier to do it before it's over this section. You can turn it by using the rotate sections afterwards if you wanted to change it. But then we're going to go ahead and use these arrows and just pull this across the area. And don't worry if it doesn't fit where you've put it, you can always adjust afterwards. Like, there's always this option. You can bring stuff down, bring things in. You can do that all after you've moved it. And then you can go ahead and delete this room, you don't need it. Another thing I like to add is the smooth keeper wall, just like down the sides here. I just think it finishes it off a little bit because I'm like, it acts as a small little lip fence. I know technically it wouldn't do anything, you could just fall over it. But it's, I don't know why, I just think it makes it look a little bit nicer. And it's also going to cover up this little bit of glitching that is down the side a little bit as well, like you can't see it as much. Obviously you then want to go ahead and just decorate as usual. So I'll just show you that this fully should work. Let's just get my sim to come sit here. Stop turning from that bar. And then get my other sim to come here and practice making drinks. So you can see she is sat at the bar. And then if I get my other sim to come down, she will make a drink. So now you can see the drink is on this side. This sim won't be able to grab that. So what you can do is just drag it across just like this. So it's pretty simple. I know it's slightly annoying, but like I said, I can't figure out a way to get it to be functional on both sides. But that is it for this tutorial. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and I will see you in my next video. Bye!